The three legendary sannin are called a three-way deadlock. However, I can guarantee that you don't understand what that means because they're clearly not equal. While we do know that Jiraiya lost to the Paths of Pain, he actually put up a really good fight against the majority of them, and I'd say he was even maybe winning for half the fight until it finally switched and they really all jumped him at the same time. While on the other hand, Tsunade just kind of stays back and heals people instead, and the one time that Pain actually does confront her, she doesn't even try to attack Pain, despite her having like multiple bodyguards behind her as well, and I find that very weird actually. And then the one time that she actually does try to attack, she gets instantly blitzed by this one Path of Pain who's like one of the weakest ones. And she's so shocked, like she's about to get hit, and then Naruto saves her like right below this. But she's like, she can't, like she's not even on the like one of the weakest levels. And even early on in the series, both Tsunade and Jiraiya fought Orochimaru at the same time and actually really struggled, I'm not gonna lie. Specifically Tsunade, she struggled a lot before Jiraiya showed up, and there was this whole thing between Tsunade and Orochimaru, but it was made pretty clear that Tsunade was always the weakest one, so they're clearly not equal, because if they were, this fight would have been so unfair. So then why are they called a three-way deadlock? That's really weird, right? Wrong. Early on in the series, it was actually told to us that Tsunade implemented this three-man group into every ninja team, and that one of them was actually supposed to be a healer, while the other two were more like offensive ninja. This would mean that each and every person on a team has their own role to fulfill, and if they're considered in a three-way deadlock, then this would mean that they are in a deadlock in terms of their roles. Like, Orochimaru and Jiraiya's offense is Tsunade's defense, and if one of them were to be beaten or pass away, then it would be a very hard struggle for the other two. They all rely on each other to stay within a team or to be the best they can, which is why it's called a three-way deadlock. They can't unlock because they are the perfect team together. And even later on in the series, when Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura are referred to as a three-way deadlock, it's made pretty clear that Sakura is not on the same level of strength as Naruto and Sasuke. However, her healing and her defense is what is equivocal to Naruto and Sasuke's offense. That's why they're a three-way deadlock. Which is why when Sakura says that I have finally caught up to the other two, she's not talking about in terms of raw strength, but she's talking about in her ability to support them. Her defense has finally got up to the level of their offense, and so now they're in a three-way deadlock in which if one of them is out of the equation, then it's really difficult for the other two. Even right here when they're doing that three-way deadlock thing, Sakura specifically says, I can now stay near and heal anyone who suffers serious wounds. So she's referring to her medical ninjutsu and her defense. It's finally now up to par to Naruto and Sasuke's offense. So if they're injured, she can help them. That's why they're a three-way deadlock. That's why even in the data book it says that she finally reached them. She's finally now up